I usually stay as far as possible from Twitter battles simply because it's usually a waste of time and it just doesn't look good. However, 2 days ago, I did get into a fight and I'll tell you why. Hey guys, the Eradicator here, and today's video is quite special because it's not what I had originally scheduled for you guys this week, but I've really got to report on what happened 2 days ago on Twitter because I believe that you will be quite entertained. So, here is what happened. About a week ago, I decided to check out whether or not Star Atlas had made any progress in their game development process. And I say game because I don't give a damn about NFTs or cryptos. So I was going out there with a purely gaming mindset. And I was just astonished with the low quality of the content that they had produced and their inability to create any serious content for gamers, not crypto enthusiasts. So I made a first video where I explained my feelings about said content, and another one where I was brutally honest about my thoughts on Star Atlas's team's ability to create a game of this caliber. And when I gave some feedback about what they should do to speak to actual gamers and improve their standards for content creation quality, because quite frankly, if this is what they are contenting themselves with, then how is it going to be when, they are going to be making their actual game? At this point, Star Atlas's developers should create credibility and trust, not make videos that people use as a laughingstock.
Oh wait, they've updated the background. Okay, so wait. Okay, wait. There's no more white wall at least. Let's. There's no. All right, so we've gotten rid of the white wall. Ashley has now gotten rid of the white wall.
So, with that being said loud and clear, Michael Wagner, the CEO of Star Atlas, decided to respond to the last video I made, and the least we could say is that I was really not expecting that. I mean, imagine, you are at the head of a multi-million-dollar company and a tiny 1,400, not 1,000, 1,400 subscriber channel makes a video that criticizes your work, and you spend 90 minutes of your precious time bickering with them on social media. I mean, wow. I personally find that quite eccentric. And I have made a few negative videos over the past couple of years and never have the CEOs of 2K Games, Stardogs, Electronic Arts, or even Chris Roberts of Startisan come out and pick a fight on Twitter. And you know why? That's simply because they are way too busy managing their companies to even be able to afford spending the time to deal with something this petty. It is simply beneath them. And worst of all, these tweets from Michael Wagner that I am going to read right now end up confirming the doubts that I've had regarding his ability to helm a video gaming project of the scale and ambition of Star Atlas. So let's have a look at what transpired 2 nights ago, shall we? So, here is what happened. Eventually, after the release of the video, some of the most die-hard supporters of Star Atlas decided to reply to the video, which of course, if it's fair game, I'm totally open to criticism, and I think that I have a shell that's hard enough. But one of those white knights eventually tagged Michael Wagner, the CEO of Star Atlas, who eventually did reply here with this tweet: "Don't waste your time, the content is laughable." Zero research, that's his opinion. I don't think he has watched the video, but anyway. So, seeing that I got his attention, I decided to eventually write a bait reply to see if it would catch. So here's the message. "So, you're the guy who's making Star Atlas? Look, as I said before, the idea of play to earn is great, but if you want to attract the average gamer, and not just crypto enthusiast, you need to speak to them, man, and content production needs to improve. Seriously, it's bad." And oh boy, did he take the bait. And so he replied, "We will look to your content as specifically what not to do. Cheers." Well, Michael Wagner, dude, let me tell you something. At least, my sound is much better than the sound of the videos that have been made on your channel. That's number one. Number two, I know how to use a green screen. And number three, I speak to my audience, so yeah, maybe you should. I also replied on Twitter with the following tweet: well, I'm not the one who is trying to make a game and convince the masses that it's the next big thing, nor am I the one professionally creating content. I'm just a random dude who likes gaming. Shouldn't I be your market target? And I really think here, when I'm writing all those posts here to Mr. Wagner, I am really honest and genuine. I'm not an enemy of Star Atlas. I actually like the idea of play to earn. That's something that I want to see eventually come true. I don't mean ill to Star Atlas or his project. That's the reason why I was making these videos on the first place, was to actually to urge him and his team to do better, not taunt them or just say how bad they were. And that's what they clearly did not get, unfortunately. To which he replied, we have an incredibly wide audience consisting of gamers, play-to-earners, metaverse explorers, and crypto enthusiasts. The path to attracting each of those cohorts is different and very much factored into our GTM, which did not really impress me because, well, when you look at, for example, his official Star Atlas YouTube channel, well, it looks like they only have 30,000 subscribers, which is what I'm writing here. 30,000 subscribers on YouTube after 2 years is not what I consider a wide audience of gamers, and here is the picture to prove it here. I mean, 30,000 subscribers, that's barely the threshold to be noticed by sponsors like The Rich Wallet or NordVPN, so no, quite a far cry for the incredibly wide audience that he was boasting in his tweet. And it just didn't end here. Mr. Wagner decided to double down on his Twitter fight with me here with this message: perhaps you should follow your own advice and produce higher quality research content. Your approach is a disservice to all of those followers you've been presenting to for years. Misinformation comes with a cost. I really like, by the way, how he totally ignored my remark about having just 30,000 followers on YouTube. But anyway, this is what I find fascinating, is that this guy is at the head of a multi-million-dollar company, and he is comparing what he is doing with what I am doing, an amateur tiny little channel with just 1,400 subscribers. This is absolutely ridiculous. But anyway, I decided to reply here and say, dude, unlike you, I am not a professional, nor am I creating a product that I am selling. I am just a small creator whom for some reason you're spending time talking to instead of creating the game. So yeah, my feedback is brutally honest, but I find it unfortunate that you're not taking feedback, and I also find it unfortunate that he's not following any public relation 101 standards, because that is really not what he should be doing. Let me tell you what he should be doing instead. I think that none of this drama would have existed and that everybody would have moved on if he had released a statement like this: Dear Mr. Eradicator, while we fundamentally disagree with the tone of your videos covering our project Star Atlas, we appreciate your honest feedback and we will be doing our best to improve our community content creation. Thank you for following the project, Michael Wagner, CEO, Star Atlas. But of course, this is not what he did. And that's very unfortunate, because let me tell you what happens when you release a boring corporate statement like that. People just say, meh, okay, and that's basically it. Maybe they thank the company for acknowledging the feedback and they move on. But no, Mr. Wagner sent another message here saying, it's clear you are unprofessional and I appreciate you recognizing that we are, which essentially discredits your entire channel. We listen to and incorporate feedback daily. If there is a scam here, it's you defrauding all of your listeners with misinformation. Do better. So, there's a lot to talk about here, and I'm really wondering here, that's what was my reply here, I really wonder how an opinion is misinformation, because that's what I did in the videos that I made. I just gave an opinion on the content that they were making on their channel. Saying that you should do better quality is misinformation? I don't think so. Again, it's just an opinion. Saying that I don't understand anything you are saying when you talk about DAO is misinformation, because yeah, man, he made this entire video about this thing called DAO, and I swear I did not understand anything he was saying. Also, what about that dude here that we saw before who sells PC cases, who never built a PC? Is that disinformation as well? No, that's actually not even me saying it. That is himself saying that in that particular video. So I'm really wondering about what kind of misinformation he's talking about. But he did reply with one final tweet: not grand strategy, wrong, no game dev experience, wrong, copy Star Citizen model, wrong. I'm pretty sure he must be referring to that thumbnail that I made, which is about the video that caused his tantrum. And it's actually, everything I'm saying here is true. They list on their website that Star Atlas is a grand strategy game, and in a video I debunked that, showing what real grand strategy games are, and that nothing that they've been showing us in terms of gameplay or mechanisms is like a grand strategy. So already that is debunked. Then founders have no background in the gaming industry. Michael Wagner, you don't have any background in the gaming industry. Out of all of the founders, there's only one who does. So that information on the thumbnail is already correct, and copied Star Citizen designs and could be sued for it, because in theory, well, if it is too close, it is a probability. I don't know how high that probability is, but it is. And I mean, when you look at the design here of the blade and this Vizus Amway, well, the designs are extremely similar. It's the same shape, even the winglets in the back are the same. So yes, what I'm saying here is true, and it's very unfortunate that Michael Wagner is refusing to acknowledge that. So there you have it, the CEO of a multi-million-dollar company arguing and comparing himself with my insignificant channel, and quite frankly, this is by far the most ridiculous thing I have ever seen since I've started making content on all those years ago. And seriously, Michael Wagner, bro, if you're watching this video, I sincerely hope for the sake of your project that you raise your standards, because unlike you, since you feel like making comparisons, right, this channel is my hobby. I do it for myself and the like-minded people who have been following me for quite some time. Well, you are supposed to be a professional on a quest to build credibility and trust in a crypto gaming project that desperately needs it in these times of defiance. And behaving like a high school student on social media is certainly not how you are going to achieve that. So, dude, please take the high ground and be the better man, and take people's advice when they urge you to do better.